Welcome back, everybody, to Around the Blocks with Mike Knoxxx, and this is my Monday Night Raw review for what we just saw in the city that I like to call home, Chicago, Illinois, people. Well, it actually happened in the Rosemont Arena, which is not in Chicago, but a Chicago crowd nonetheless. Welcome to the show that is from Chicago, although I'm in Virginia. Let's just get on with it, guys. A lot to discuss tonight, Monday Night Raw. And let's just be honest. Are you happy now, Gina? Damn. No, of course you're not, because this is the wrestling community that we live in. But that's okay, because this show right here is not for you. It's for wrestling fans that understand that this time of year, WrestleMania time, it's time to be NXT-ish. Who's next? Let's be excited. Let's be innovative. Let's have a revolution of fans right now that step up and speak out right now, because it is WrestleMania season. And let's start the show where the other show ended, right there, Monday Night Raw. Earlier on Perfectplex Talk Radio on Fox Sports Radio 96.6, we talked about the fact of Roman Reigns repeatedly saying, "This is my yard now, Taker. This is my yard." Now, I thought it was a little confusing. Love how it ended, because it starts off, you got Braun Strowman. He's telling Roman, Max, get your ass out here. Let's get this on right now. As he thinks, we're thinking, Roman is about to come out. We hear the music. We hear the dong. Not just that dong. That's the dong she likes, but that dong that we love as wrestling fans to hear. Boom. Undertaker walks out. I mean, let's just be honest. Braun Strowman didn't leave the ring because he, was afraid of the Undertaker. He had to go to the bathroom. Undertaker took so long to come to the ring. I'm being honest. I'm in the ring with Undertaker. You're in the ring with Undertaker. He's walking his ass down to the ring, right? It's his damn yard. What are you waiting on? Attack his ass before he gets in the ring. Don't let him get all out there, walk all out there, intimidate you and all that kind of stuff. Then sit there, open up his robe, blow his eyes up, put the lights on. No, whoop his ass from the beginning. Braun Strowman said, "That's okay. I go to the bathroom." He walked out. Undertaker's thinking, okay, it's still my yard. He's walking away. Boom. Out comes Roman Reigns. The Roman Empire says, "It's my yard now." Choke slam for your troubles. Boom. Do we really want Roman versus Taker? This is why I asked you that. I would rather have Braun versus Taker. Reason being is, hey, love Roman Reigns, hate Roman Reigns. You got to do one thing, fans. Respect is in ring. Respect. He's one of the better big guys in the industry. His ring psychology, his ring technicianship. Roman Reigns is a cut above what fans give him credit for. My hometown showered him with boos. Why? Because they're still mad that he came out 30th at the Royal Rumble. Hey, I'm not the Royal Rumble. That he won the Royal Rumble that they wanted, the one for Daniel Bryan to win, the one they booed even Rey Mysterio for coming out 30. Not his fault. He changed his gear. He added moves. He changed his style. Not just any package, not just the package, not my package, not Austin Aries package, but the guy himself, Roman Reigns, changed the package. He's been repackaged and you still boo the God. I mean, it's Roman, it's WrestleMania, it's Taker. I'm still going to watch it. I'm still going to mark out as I'm going to WrestleMania. So please look out for me down there, guys. Come on, speak hot. Let's get you guys on air and have a couple drinks, But I look at that and I go, Roman talents would be suited against someone else other than Undertaker, who I don't think can go, and what we all know can't go in the ring like he used to go. But starting off the show, as I go back to where the show started, we had Chris Jericho come out, ask for an explanation from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens says, "I don't owe you an explanation, nor am I giving you an explanation, because there's no reason to give you an explanation, because you're not my best friend. Sami Zayn was my best friend. I didn't stab you in the back. How can I stab somebody in the back that wasn't my best friend? You were a tool." We call him a tool. Now, I'm a black guy from the South Side of Chicago. There's words you don't call black guys. Let's just get the big N word out the way. But let's just, you don't call a black man a bitch, right? Definitely don't call a black man the P word, a pussycat minus the cat. You don't do that. One word of the two words I know you don't call a Caucasian fella That's a tool. They don't like that stuff. But Kevin Owens kept calling Chris Jericho a tool. They go into it. You think they're not going to probably fight or get in the fisticuffs. Boom! Out runs to the ramp goes Kevin Owens, because it is the Kevin Owens show. Boom, 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 boom. All of a sudden, Samoa Joe attacks. We're like, yo, here go the rivalry or the evolution repackage we thought we might get. Well, not so fast. Here comes Sammy. Zayn to the ring. Think we're going to makeshift tag team match? Nope. Separate matches. We got Sami Zayn taking on Chris Jericho. I'm sorry, wrong person. Sami Zayn taking on Kevin Owens. And I mean, listen, some matches on Raw are not to be watched. Like I should say, to pay or not to pay. That's a match I will always pay to watch, is Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Those guys could fight forever, as the saying would go. If it was Shinsuke Nakamura, who they advertised to be back on NXT, reason why I'm wearing this show, my favorite wrestler in the world right now, Shinsuke Nakamura. And then you have Jericho take on the Destroyer later on tonight, Samoa Joe. Great match. You had the New Day come out and promise us ice cream bars again. Can't wait to see him. We make sure you're not booty if you got your pops. I think it still should be called Booty Pop. Shout out to my man Micah Emmy Richmond on the Twitter that came up with that one on Perfect Plex Talk Radio. That's Talk Perfect Plex on Twitter as well. Also the night, I mean, let's be honest. We knew that they were going to do something with the females in the women's division. Also earlier in the show, not, toot my own horn, just things again. I like to call shows I'm a part of and shows you're listening to, and you, the fans out there watching this right now, I thank you right now. Hit that subscribe button also down below and comment below and let me know what you think about this, or if you disagree with anything I have to say as well. But we all knew that a triple threat should happen at WrestleMania. I've actually called it for both brands, that there would be no match with the female title, the women's title, that would have less than 3 competitors in it. So you got your triple threat match at WrestleMania that's been announced. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Charlotte. That was good on the program tonight. Enzo Amore and that whole thing that went on with them. They're going to finally have a one-on-one, not a one-on-one match, a number one contenders match next week going on with them and Sheamus and Cesaro, which, by the way, listen, guys, Sheamus and Cesaro, a makeshift tag team. Those who don't know, that means a tag team that was just thrown together, did something good with themselves. They made something of themselves as a tag team and become very important to me, to the program. I love it. I love what I saw for them. Then we got the rematch between Rich Swann that took place in the night, also taking on Aaron Neville. Neville wins. I always call him Aaron Neville. I won't change. Adrian Neville, I'm sorry. I love it. But that was just a springboard. The return of the package, the greatest man alive himself, Austin Aries, to the program, which we should probably see at WrestleMania. I hope it's not on the kickoff show. I don't want to see it on the kickoff show. I hope it does make the main card where Austin Aries does get to compete. Wouldn't that be crazy? Think about that for a second. Kevin Owens, AJ Styles won't be in title matches at WrestleMania, world title matches. We know Kevin Owens and Jericho will fight for the United States title, but won't be in world title matches. But you will get Austin Aries going for his, relatively weight class as world title, the cruiserweight title. That will be probably at the Mania card. I love how they set that up. Just all in all, let's be real. It's a 3-hour show. And I watch it, catch up about like 9 o'clock on DVR, watch what we like to call Ratchet Mondays with the wife, where she sits back and watches her Ratchet television, love and hip hop and all that kind of stuff. But from what I saw, from what I was actually, able to gather, I was very impressed with the show. Not many things from the show I would take away from the program. It had good wrestling. It had great storyline. You got the continuous storyline with Mick Foley, and we know that's about to come to an end. Have a nice day. Like, really, this is getting old where Mick has to look at his hand. And this is where I think sometimes with commissioners that they run their course. If you know that they're not the ones in charge. It was so much better back in the day when we actually believed that Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair and even to a point, Eric Bischoff ran the show. Paul Heyman ran the show. Those were the ones that were great. And I left that off for now on purpose to say, are you happy now? We will see Brock Lesnar every single Raw, in my opinion, between now and WrestleMania. It's only 3 more, right? So he has to be there. Goldberg comes out, Universal Champion, and Brock Lesnar gives him the F5. That's what we needed to see. Listen, I know some of you wrestling fans that this may not be for. Listen to this. You knew once you heard Goldberg going for the Universal title, that he was going to win the belt. That was going to be Brock versus him for the title at WrestleMania. That's what puts butts in the seats. I know Kevin Owens fans are mad. As a wrestling fan, I would like to see that not be a title match. It doesn't have to be a title match. They're Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg. They don't need a belt, but the company thinks that they do, and it helps. And for whatever reason, they think I'm not going to argue that because they're going to get 80,000 people, again, that's going to enjoy it. I don't get why people buy tickets to say, what is this, WCW? Buy tickets to go delete this program. Yes, you have the right as a fan to voice your opinion the same way me as a fan has the right to voice mine right here in this YouTube show. Around the Bloxxx, that's with 3 X's with Mike Knoxxx. Because I spell my name with 3 X's. You can find me on Twitter as well at Mike Knoxxx. 3 X's. You already know that. So I'm not taking that from you, but why use that energy, the money you spent, the time you spent to get the tickets and get to the arenas to be negative? There's no reason to be negative this time of the year. Remember when you were 9, 10, 11 years old and how wrestling felt. And, listen, when I was 9, 10, 11, I'm talking about the age of the mega powers, and things like that. Guys like that was around. I seen WrestleMania 3. Not something I had to watch on the network. I had to watch it on closed circuit television. You guys like, this closed circuit television? Exactly. I don't even remember what closed circuit television is. Former pay-per-view. But this time of year, be happy. Raw, I give it my belt grade. I'm going to give it right now. WrestleMania 28 right there. I was the last WrestleMania I was at. I'm going to WrestleMania this year again. My favorite belt is the Undisputed title. It's my first title my wife brought me, one of my 15 titles. I'm going to give it a 4.25 out of 5 Undisputed titles. Raw was good. There was nothing missing from this program, including the package for Seth Rollins. This show, you know what? I rephrase that. 4.75 out of 5 Undisputed titles. 4.75 out of 5 Undisputed title reigns. What a Monday Night Raw. Seriously, comment. Let me know what you didn't like about this Raw. Tell me what you don't understand about the storylines that Raw has produced for you guys. People complained about Raw last week. You take Raw out of Green Bay, Wisconsin last week. You put it in my home, in Chicago. Hell, put it where it was last night in Milwaukee over Green Bay. That show was great. It didn't seem that way because the crowd was, that's what the crowd did. They just go to sleep in Green Bay. I mean, you got cheese, wine, fat women, and the Green Bay Packers, or the Packers of Green Bay. So why stay awake in Green Bay? That's okay. Wrestling, stop going there for your live events. Go for a house show. That's fine. Go to a SmackDown. Well, they're live now. Don't even go there for SmackDown. Stay out of the Packers of Green Bay. Stay out of Wisconsin Packers Stadium, whatever the hell it's called. Stay out of there. Raw has been consistently good. No, I'm not going to say it's better than SmackDown. SmackDown's the breeding ground for new storylines, things that pull the envelope that probably you fans would boo if it was on Monday Night Raw. But it's on SmackDown, so it's accepted. Raw has this era of it has to be a certain kind of way because that's the foundation that it was built upon. But I tell you guys, Raw tonight, the road to WrestleMania, I cannot get, well, that's a lot because I can get way more excited because my wife's not in here right now. But towards wrestling, it can get better. I hope that it will get better. But to complain about this show, I cannot. What a show. It's a quick review, like every week is a quick review for my hashtag F3Gs, for my hashtag Wrestling is Storyline, for my hashtag F you if you don't like this YouTube show post for you. This is a good show. From the beginning of the card with Y2J to the end with The Undertaker and Roman Reigns. I dare you to complain about this show. I dare you to comment below and let me know what you did not like about Monday Night Raw, and I would debate you. Matter of fact, I will welcome you on this program next week to come debate me about why this week and every other show leading up to this week is not exciting. Again, let me re-emphasize. I am not a fan of watching Goldberg versus Lesnar for the belt, but it's there. I guarantee it'd be longer than 2 minutes. I guarantee you it'll be longer than 2 minutes. It has to be longer than 2 minutes, okay? I'm not really excited about Roman versus Taker, but it's there. I don't complain about things that are there. I complain about the execution once I see them. This right now, if you look at this card on paper, it's okay. We're going to be excited. You will be excited, and you will say it was a great WrestleMania. I dare you otherwise. Listen, make sure you follow me on Twitter by my namesake, Mike Knoxxx, and spelled with 3 X's. Also follow Soul and Sports, SOUL Sports. Follow 1340 AM Fox Sports, soon to be Fox Sports 96.6. Also follow Talk Perfect Plex. And hey, follow me. I just might follow you back, y'all. Listen, Monday Night Raw review, I give it 4.75 out of 5. Undisputed Brock Lesnar title runs. Absolutely great show tonight, guys. Listen, I'm out of here. See y'all next week around the blocks. That's with 3 X's too, y'all, with Mike Knoxxx. Peace.